Okay, so for today we're going to talk about interactive web app. So we have been building the package, and it'd be nice that eventually you can turn your something into a website or an interactive web app that people can go to that without need to knowing how to install Conda, how to install your package. It'll be just a link, and then you can open it, you can try it out. So for this one, I have created a template, and I'm going to show you how to use the template, and then you can create a website easily with a couple lines code. So you can just go to the Open Geospatial Solutions GitHub. If you don't know, just open, just search it, Open GEOS, okay, GitHub, and you will come to this website. For example, like this is the website, but you can also go to Google, Open GEOS, and just Google it. You will find. You see, it's the first link. Click that, and from here, these are all the packages that I created, that I maintain. So for the whole semester, we have been trying to replicate leaf map. 0.5% of the functionality. There are a whole lot more in there. Try to see how many lines of code, tens of thousands of lines of code. We have only writing a couple hundred lines, so pretty simple. But the workflow is pretty much the same. So once you know the foundation or know the workflow, you can go to everywhere. You can grab things, put into a package, make it very, very powerful. And you can also use all those strategies to make it easier to implement stuff. And for today, we're going to cover this one here. I'm going to show you how to actually build on top. There are different options. You're going to see the Streamlit, and also the other one is called Solara. So those are the two popular ones. Streamlit is easier to use, but it's limited for mapping because it's one directional. So that means once the map is created, it's done deal. So that's like Foley and that we cover. Solara is more like iPyLiblet. It's bidirectional. You can remove things, you can add things. It's very, very powerful. So here, if you want, you can just open the link. I can show you like what it looks like. For example, if you open the Solara Geospatial, and all these apps are basically hosted on Hugging Face. Have you heard about Hugging Face? Just like the face, like hugging the face, the Mimi. And this, I'll show you how to use it later. And this is the one that's put on Hugging Face. So you see, I have a website, something like this. It's actually pretty simple. Are you familiar with this now? Right? But it's on the web, right? Do you see the source code? Do you see the source code here somewhere? No. But it looks like just div map. You see, everything is here available. I can change the base map. I can change stuff. And it's just basically turning your notebook into an application. It's a website. You don't see the notebook. You don't see the source code. And it's also bi-direction, right? So if I move my mouse, you see this? The left center, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, I can move. It's being updated dynamically. You can also use Zmap, so you are Google Sending. So if you are interested in cloud computing, this is also possible. So if you click my mouse on the map, get all the stuff from the cloud. You can also use Mapbox. You are, this one right now has a bug. No, need to zoom in a little bit. And wow, see this? How cool is that? 3D, right? 3D globe. And I can also change the zoom level. See that? It's not working. Supposed to be working. It's broken. Things get updated. Sometimes things break. So fine. You can also do CGM. This is more like popular library for doing 3D visualization, but it's mostly for what I'm trying to say. For using JavaScript, but I bring it in Python, so you can also use it. Right? Cool, right? You can use it. You can build it. So basically, build a package like you can do kind of 3D visualization. You can also use the Matplotlib. So this is another package, also very popular, but it's in the JavaScript. Bring it into Python, and then you can mapping. We don't have time to cover all that, but just showing that it's lots of potentials. So this is one. The second one I'm going to show you is the one that we're going to do today. Is this one, the second link, Streamlit mapped template. Okay, so this is the one that you can utilize, and this is the template that I created a couple of weeks ago. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the website. So basically, this is all the source code for the interactive web app, and it's under the pages. If you see pages, these are all the Python scripts that for the web app, and you can see what it looks like after you deployed it. there's a link here, upper right corner. If you just come here, open the link, upper right here, and look at this. So right now, this is web app. See here? Are you familiar with this map now? You have text, you have labels, you have hyperlinks. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can turn layer on and off. You can have the interactive map right here. You can change the base map, Google map, satellite map. What else? Maybe Esri, all the work lane cover maps, data images. Everything is interactive, so we can change things. See? We can also have the split map. Right? Did we cover this one yet? No, yet. And look at that. Yeah, 2 lines of code. So you see here, the source code. Lines of code. Oh, did I show this one last time? Yeah. So this is the basically here. You can show the different data layer. This one along. You can have a marker cluster. You can have all kind of stuff. So what I'm going to show you today is to show you how to duplicate this one, to make it yours, and then how to add your own package into here so that you can use the web app. So go to this repo. Once you're here, there's a green button here. Use this as template. So that means you don't need to fork. You don't need to clone. You just click this one. Use as template. The reason that you see this button because under my GitHub I check this box, a template repository. This is why user can basically, if the user just want to copy this one to the account, and then they can do that easy. So click this one, and then create a new repository. So just click this link, and then from here you need to for you is I think your account, and then you can create a new name for your repo. So you can do the same thing. For example, I can say map template, for example. And you can give a description if you want to. You can give any name you like. It doesn't really matter. Then just click create repository. So what this one is doing is copying all the content from my GitHub organization. So right now I'm copying from organization to my personal account. And in here, once you finish, you should be able to see this one generated from blah blah. So basically you're copying from somewhere. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can clone the repository to your computer. You can copy the file to your new repository and then upload to your account. Either one is fine. But this one shows you people where do you get the file from. And pretty much that's it. And here's the instructions. How do you actually deploy this one? So for now, you can just keep this one here. And the next step we're going to do is to use the Streamlit. So if you come here, it shows you the Streamlit cloud. So I would recommend you open this one. And it probably asks you to log in. Right? This is the Streamlit cloud. So basically, the cloud environment that allows you to deploy interactive web app. And what you can do is just click this. I think you can just sign up using your Gmail and also link to your GitHub. For me, I think I already signed up, so it will not pop up the one asking me to sign up. But you see, I already have all those web apps. So for you guys, it probably is going to pop up and then ask you to log in using your Google account or GitHub account. See that? They have 2 options. So just use your GitHub. Click your GitHub, and then it's going to link to a GitHub. And the nice thing is that once you link to the GitHub, anytime we push changes to GitHub, it will automatically deploy, release a new version. So it's a very, very nice feature. And so next, let me show you how we can. I'm going to do that. Once you have created an account, then you can come back to your GitHub repository. Okay, your repository, and click this home doc file. So this is the file, basically the entry point to your website. So this is home, and then it's basically this one here. The home is basically the home page, and then all the web areas under the pages directory is this one, this stuff. So for now, just go to this home doc file, and then copy the URL from the browser. Control C, and then come back to your Streamlit cloud. Can you see this one? It's empty probably for you guys. Yes, have you logged in? Can you log in? Okay, maybe you answer question, then you just answer questions. Yes. So you should see upper right, there's a blue button, new app or something. Do you see this one? Once you finish all the questions, you should log into, you should see on your account, under your account, and then just new app. Yes, upper right corner, new app. And then from here, you can either select from the drop down list. It's actually from here. So you can select from drop down list, but you need to change this one to home.py. Or the easiest way I recommend is just paste GitHub URL, open this one, and then from here, just Control V. Okay, the one that I copy from here, home.py. Okay, home.py, this one, and look at this. It's going to, I don't click deploy yet. Okay, there's advanced settings, but this one in general, unless you're using some tokens, you don't have to change anything. But for here, you do want to change something. Okay, home.py, blah blah. You want to give a name. So this is the URL you want to use later for your web app. So for me, let me see map template. Boom, somebody else taken. Who did that? I cannot use it anymore. Maybe I'm going to say map demo. Okay. Don't use this name. Okay. It's mine. Don't click. It's mine. Okay. I'm going to click deploy. Okay. You cannot take it anymore. My domain name. So once I have this, later when it's built, I'm going to send this map-demo.streamlit.app to anyone. They will be able to see it. Okay, so give a name, a fancy name to your app. But this is unlimited, so you can build. It's all free. You don't need to pay anything. You can build web apps. If the name being chosen, try to come up with another name. Eventually, you can have a name like, and then on the right here, if you click lower right corner, it's going to show you manage app. Lower right corner, if you click that, you should be able to see that right now your app is in the oven. Okay, so it's baking the pizza for you, and it's building, basically it's creating this virtual environment, and it's going to basically use the source code that you have on your GitHub, build the website, to build the web app. So essentially everything for the website is here. It's not JavaScript, it's nothing, it's just a Python script. So it's super easy to use. Personally, I don't know JavaScript very well. I cannot build a website using JavaScript, that simple HTML file. But I can use Python, so I know Python pretty well. So I can just write some Python script. And initially, this is going to take some time because it's creating the virtual computer for you. And then install all the dependencies, and then spin up the server, run your website. And you may take a couple minutes, but let me go back to this one here just to show you what this is about. So the web app is going to install the packages. The packages come from these two files. The first one is called packages.txt. This is one to install into the system. So I'm going to install the GDAL because most likely going to dealing with some geospatial data. So GDAL is highly recommended. It's automatically installed when the website, when the kind of like you're creating a new operating system, you are installing the packages. Once you're done with that, there's another one called requirements.txt. This one is for Python. Okay, so this one is like creating the conda environment, and then inside is going to install these packages, GeoPandas, DiffMap, and also Streamlit and others. So you can certainly also install on a local computer. Later, I'm going to show you how to actually build this one locally. You can do that as well. And boom, have a new website, exactly the same as mine. It's a template, but you can customize it. But can you see your website now? Your app? No? It's still building? Oh, you already finished? Yeah, it's yours now. What's the domain name of your website?
I called it
Mobile. Okay. Okay. Oh no. At the beginning, you will at the end we will all just Streamlit.app. But the beginning one you can change it. Oh, Vivo Fire. That sounds fun. Yeah. So you see, I've been running exactly the same, right? Nothing really fancy. It's Simple, easy. And right now, this is using leaf map. We haven't used your own package yet. I will show you how to do that later. But for now, it seems you are using the URL. You see things here, you might need to change it. For example, the link you want to change to your own GitHub repo link, not the one that from my template. So next, let's see how we can change it. I'm going to clone this repository. So by now, you should know like how to get stuff from your GitHub to locally, and then make some changes, push to GitHub, and then it's going to redeploy. So let me show you. I'm going to copy this URL, and I'm going to come to my out, and I'm going to clone my download directory. So here, open terminal. Git clone, copy, enter. Okay, done. So this is a pretty tiny small one. So I'm going to open this one using VS Code. Right click, then options, open in VS Code. So I'm going to make some minor changes, and then we can deploy this one. Just push to GitHub, and then it will work again. So the first one will be, for example, I want to change the URL for the README, right? Right now it's using map demo, map template. I took that before. Sorry, I already took the website before, so earlier it doesn't allow me. But I use the map demo. So for example, for this one, I want to change this URL. For you, it'll be river file, right? So you want to copy this one, lower left corner here, search. You should be able to see there's only one, right? I'm going to Control V, and so this one is going to be, instead of map template, going to be map demo, for example, and replace it. Okay, done. The other one will be under the home doc pile. It will be, for example, this one is the template URL. So my right now is different. So I'm going to basically come here, copy this one. This one might appear multiple times. You see, actually, all the files, all the script under the pages directory has this URL. And I'm going to replace the one with my new GitHub URL. So it'll be this one, right? So go to your repo, whatever the URL of the repo, I'm going to copy in, paste. Only the tree and make. Username, repo name, that's it. Then I'm going to replace. Boom. So it's done. Now I have updated all the links. Also, you are welcome to update anything on here. So if there's any specific thing you don't like, you can change it. So if, for example, you don't like the logo, fine, you change to other logo. It's not a problem. I can also change it to a GF animation. So, but again, you need to have a direct URL. I forgot where did I get the URL. Funny GF. You can get a funny one. Where's the source? Okay, here. Audio. So like this one, and download GF. This thing, right? Embedded link. So copy. Okay, yeah. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to maybe under here, I'm going to replace this logo. It's my GF animations. I'm going to copy this logo PNG, and then Control V here. See, it's going to show multiple times because that logo is on all the web apps, right? So if you see this one here, this is the home page. So basically, every page is the same content. So you need to replace everywhere, but it can be different. It don't have to be the same. So every page, but right now we are having it the same, basically appear everywhere. What we can do here is actually replace this one again. I'm going to not sure if it works or not. Oops. Sorry. Hey, where's my funny GF? It's gone again. Go here again. Again, you need to get the direct URL, otherwise you can. download GIF, copy this one. Now I replace this one with this topic work. Okay, done. Okay, and the next step, I'm going to show you how you can actually test it locally before you push to GitHub, because we have made the changes, and if you want to test it locally, you need to install the package. So let me show you. Come to here, open my terminal, and then I'm going to start installing the packages. So what you need to do here, because we have this requirements.txt, this one has some packages in there. What we can do here is to open the terminal and then conda activate your environment. So I'm going to be conda activate geo, okay? And then install Streamlit. So if you have not done it before, you will need to install here. What we can do is just pip install -r requirements.txt. Requirements IRE requirements.txt. So -r basically read from the file, and then just hit enter. It's going to install all the dependencies that you listed here. So for you, probably you need to install your package name. So for example, later I can also install GeoHay, for example. GeoHay, okay, the one that I like. So for is, but you might need to redo it again. It's not. But for ours, because I already installed it previously, so I don't need to install again. But just showing you, okay. Once it's done, Control L, remove the history, and the next step is actually to test this app locally. And this is where you can actually spin up the server locally so you can see the web app. What you need to type is like this: Streamlit, STREAM, run, and then home.py. Okay, basically the home.py is just like your landing page of your web app. So it's the Python script. And Streamlit run home.py, hit enter. Hopefully it works. So it's going to open a new tab on your browser, and then it will show you the web app. If this is the first time that you're using it, it's going to ask you your email. You can enter your email if you want to. My email. Then hit enter. Then it should pop up. Hopefully it works. Now I have the web app running locally, local host, and then the port number is 85.1. Don't know why it's not showing up the map. It should. Okay, it's done. Wow, exactly what I want. And like if I click on the left side, see, it's going to stay there. Isn't it cool? You can create your own animation, and every single one is just the source code from here. It's reading the data. It's not super complicated, and so the sidebar here, you can change it. You can even close it. Okay, you can push it, flip, and you can have this, right? You can have input box. You can have anything. You can have a lot of features. So I recommend that if you really want, you go to streamlit.io. Just go through documentation. So it has tons of stuff. You just go to the docs, and it's going to show you all the different components. For example, installation, first step, concepts, tutorial, different like apps, deployment. There are tons of resources in here. That API reference, for example, how to write the text, how to add images, how to add some data frame. So look at those examples. So a lot of things you can do easily using Streamlit. Very powerful, and it's very easy to use. So for this web app right now, right, it's done. Looks like I'm good with this. So this is the one right now running locally, and this is the one running on the server, running on the Streamlit, right? My map-demo Streamlit, right? So it's not changed yet. The URL is still the old one. So pay attention, and also low right corner here, look at this. This is done. So pay attention when I push my changes to GitHub, see what happens. And so now, because I made all the changes, I'm good with this, and I'm going to push this to GitHub. So look at this. I'm going to say update logo and links. Okay, you can write what the text you write, and then Control Enter. Then sync changes. Okay. Once it's done, I'm going to show you. Okay, it's done. So now pay attention here. See what happened. Rebuilding. So it's real time. I didn't change the website. I just changed to GitHub. It pulled the changes from GitHub. Basically, whenever the GitHub make changes, it triggers the website to rebuild. And you see it's there instantly. The website now is being updated, right? If you go to, just go to map-demo and then Streamlit.app. Here we can see my web app. And you can see this nice post right now. My favorite GF. Map-demo.streamlit. You can try it on your cell phone if you want. It should work both on your desktop and also on your cell phone. And it will it will be responsive. The size will change depends on how big it is. Yeah, try it out. Map-demo.streamlit.app. Oh, it's rebuilding because right now it's gone. It's rebuilding, so it is some changes, but it should be up in a couple seconds. Right? And look at this. Now you can show it to anyone. Right? You build a website, you make some images, do some funny stuff, make some cool stuff. Send the link. It should be up. Refresh. See it now? And it should work on your cell phone as well. I believe it will be automatically resize the width of the map. So map demo .streamlit .app. Nice. So you want to see the slots? If you like it, you need to click upper left corner to sort it up. No, the link to you. This is my not the template. Right now it's my repo. It's mine. We already copy the template to our account, and we make changes to our own repo. So the data is from the internet. It's not actually from the template. The data is just HTTP URL. So for example, you go to the market cluster, you can see the URL. It's not from the repo itself. It's from my account. So it doesn't really matter. So right now, this repo, this web app is not tied to the template anymore. It's become the independent web app. Yeah, you can add a new one. So next, I'm going to show you how to add another one, right? So here, right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there's any web app that you don't like, you can remove it, or you can add a new one. So if you go to the home page, I actually show you how to do that. Okay, GitHub repository, use it as a template. Customize the sidebar by changing the sidebar text and also the logo. Right, we already changed the logo. So the next one is to change basically the sidebar. So add the new apps, and it's actually from here. So if you go to VS Code, the left side here, right, all the web is under the pages. So I listed here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah, and I also have an emoji, right? Pretty cool. And so this is the number and the emoji are being ignored on the sidebar. It's only basically the text after the the emoji also showing up in here. So the next step, we can add a new one, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So first is to choose the emoji that you like. You just copy, open this link, and then come here, find something that you like. So for example, how about this one? A skull. I'm kidding. How about maybe a star? Okay, just come here, and then just copy this emoji, and then you can come to the pages, come to this VS Code, right click, and depends on the order. Usually you want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you can certainly give the same number. You might basically it's going to rank automatically based on the number. So I'm going to give it number 7 underscore, and then Control V the emoji, and then another underscore, and you can give whatever you like. The name is going to show up on the sidebar. So I'm going to give me maybe called raster, for example. Raster.py. Oh, no, ipy, sorry. The typo. Not supposed to be. So I'm going to show you rename. And then I'm change it to raster.py. Okay. And for this one, I'm going to maybe show you a split map to visualize 2 raster images easily. So what you can do here, because I already have the split map somewhere here, in the second one, and it's pretty simple. I can just from here Control C, Control C, and then Control V. Okay, and I can just Control S. That's it. It's done. Right now, if I go to my app locally, look at this one. It's running locally, like localhost, blah blah. Do you see this one? It's already here already. Nice. Okay. But this is not what I want. I want to visualize two images, raster images. So for your package right now, you have the add raster function, right? Something like that. Very similar. It doesn't work yet, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to find two data sets. So I'm going to go to my Open Geospatial here, and there's a repo data sets directory here, data set. And I'm going to show you how to visualize two MaxR open data set under the releases. Or last time I think you want it, yeah, it's actually here. So I hosted all my data set here. So this is how I do that. Basically, when you create a new release, for example, when you have right now I don't have a new release. So when you create a new release, you will be able to, for example, I'm going to come here, I say drop new release. This is where you want to hold some data on GitHub, but you don't want to add it to your source code. So the releases, you can add something in here. Look at this in here. So when you drop a new release, you should be familiar with this interface, right? You can choose a tag or something. And then from here, this is where you select all the data set. Anything you want to share, you can just go and select this one. It can be a swap file, it can be a GeoJSON, it can be anything. It can be a large file. And then you just paste it here. You will later, once you're done, then you can. So right now, let me show you all my data set, for example, that I want to share. And this is where you see some of the data set being used in my package. I don't need to have a server to host the stuff. I can just share the data set on GitHub and then use it basically as a data repository. But GitHub is mostly for source code, but I can certainly, but don't abuse it. It's not, but this is, I think, fair use of the stuff. For example, I hosted some of the deep learning models, right? So you can see the file here, each one like 30 megabyte, 1.2 gigabyte. The maximum one is 2 gigabytes. So you can have a single file more than 2 gigabytes. But you see here, I use a lot of files. Yeah, don't put in the source code. Don't put a 1.2 gigabyte file on your source code. It's going to be slow because every time you put something, make something. Yeah. Source code is in your repo. Yeah. Yes. So this is what I'm saying. So for example, right now, I'm trying to grab two raster data sets so that I can use on my my web app. So here, if you go to my raster, right, I have a bunch of files in here. I have two files showing the Libya flooding last year. So I have one in July before the flooding, the other one is after. So what I need to do is just come to here, right click, copy the URL. Okay. Then I'm going to come back to my new app here. And so the left layer, the right layer. So basically this is the one we are going to change. So let me show you how to do that easily. I'm going to say before equal to this URL, after equal to the other one. So I'm going to again come back to here, right click, copy, then pasting here. Then I can have the split map. So let me show you here. It's going to be before, the other one be after. Okay, nothing fancy. And we don't need the laser anymore because this is just the original set of data. Okay, that's it. And let me Control S and see what happened. Control S. Then I can come back to the web app. See if it's working or not. May not. Then you need to fix it. And once you make changes, when you come back sometimes to the web, it's going to show you here. Oh, it's gone. But I should be take more actions quickly. But it's going to say always rerun. So that in that way, the app is going to run automatically. So let me refresh it and see what happened. So it's thinking, it's running. This is the source code, or it's not in there yet. The first time it might take a couple seconds, but hopefully you'll be able to see the web app. So basically, I have two images. Boom, you see? The split map show you the images. And this allows you to compare You can see the source code, right? I will click the drop down. Pretty simple, right? Create a map. This is the image before the event. This is the link to the image after the event. And then just map.split map. That's it. Nothing complicated. And now look at this. Also, you can see clearly. Let me zoom in a little bit. See this. This is the flooding that happened last year. It's after, before. How dramatic it is. Right, the whole bridge, the whole river channel, totally gone. Zoom in here. Yeah, Maxar is free, open source. So if you really want, this will only show you a simple one. But if you want, you can go to my repo here. There's a entire repo called Maxar Open Data. So I basically retrieve all the data is basically a list. So you can see all the data here, the entire data set. So they have a lot of events. So for every event, they release loads data set. And there are tons of images in there. So the one that I'm showing you is the Libya flooding. It should be this one, September 2023. And see, these are all the basically the JSON file, GeoJSON, the footprint. So you can click some of those. I already did the processing. So mosaic all the images all together. So you can see this is basically the bounding boxes. But I also created web app if you really want under the interactive web app. So for your final project, if you can come up with something like this, it will be a useful application. So let me show you what it is, like Solara web app, right? And so same thing, this one is deployed on Hugging Face. But you can also do that on Streamlit or other mapping framework. And so this is like, I can send the link to anyone. And so for example, the Libya flooding, I have this tab here, and it allows you to actually visualize the data set actively. This is built on top of leaf map. So take a look at this one, right? These are the images. So the one I'm showing here is coming from this one, but it's a small subset. Otherwise, it's going to be too big. So when I hover my mouse, yeah, click my mouse, it's going to load the imagery. Yeah, so it's interactive. And there's another one here. This before I hover mouse here. See another one, and I can hide the footprint. Now you see this is before, right? I also have this one. All the toolbox that in GIFMap is available. Look at this. Turn the layer on, and you don't need to do coding. Like I do the coding. I created web app. Anyone can go to the URL. They can see it. They don't need to know how actually are created. It's all based on Python. So even if you want to, you can certainly do this. And also there's a split map. So if I click this one, take a look. Same thing. But this one is using Solara, so it's different from Streamlit. This one is bidirectional. This one actually is a lot more powerful. But it's a little bit more complicated. We cannot cover this one in one single lecture. But you're welcome to explore. I will see if you have time to cover it in the next week sometime. If not, you can learn by yourself. So right now, I'm basically just this simple web app, and now it works perfectly. I have this web app, and it's done. And what we can do here is, again, push the changes to GitHub, and then they see what happened. So I'm going to just say add raster visualization, okay? Control Enter, and then just sync the changes. So let's come back to here quickly. Where is it? Make template, no, this one. Here, this one, make template. On the left side. Oh, it's already updated. Oh, that was quick. So now if I click here the raster, and it's running. So every time we click something, it's going to rerun the web app. Boom. So now if you go to my web app again, to see this one now, to be able to slide through. So it makes things really like iterate very, very quickly. You develop web app, and you can show to your client, customers, like check this out. And oh, thumbs up almost. This is what I wanted to show you. So for left hand, I don't ask for anything special. If you can duplicate the app and then add something like this, good to go. So technically it takes you maybe 5 minutes, right? So hopefully that one is easy. You don't need to spend 2 hours. Right. All right, so that's all for today, and I will see you next Friday. Okay.